That's good. Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Friday. What you're about to see is the process it took to basically prep and paint the bottom of the cab floor with Raptor Bed Liner. There's some seam sealing, there's some sanding, there's some priming, all the things that went into that. We're going to go over that. What kit to buy, what Raptor Bed Liner kit to buy, and some tips and tricks on that, what we use to spray it, so on and so forth. Going to show you how to spray it. It's pretty easy, really forgiving stuff. You don't have to be a custom painter to do this, but I wanted to show you guys all that, and apologize for not having a video for you guys the last couple days. I've been over at my brother-in-law's putting in a vinyl plank hardwood style floor in a 1,700 square foot house, and we got it done. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, check this out. I think you guys are gonna like it, and there's some pretty good footage of me spraying this under here. It looks really good. So basically what this means is the cab is done. At this point right now, the cab is done. We're moving on to the bed. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you like this, and if you're watching this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in a second. Okay guys, we are back. So Big Ron is going to use this U-Pole black seam sealer. He's going to go around underneath, seam seal anything and everything he thinks he needs to. We're going to give that a little bit to dry. While it's drying, we went ahead and picked up a Raptor Bed Liner kit. This is what you're looking for. It's kit UP5041, and we'll be spraying this on here shortly, so stay tuned for that. Now he has sanded it down, I believe, with a Scotch-Brite pad or 220, one or the other, or both, and then went over it with this Eastwood pre-green paint prep, and it works pretty good, boys. So we're really close. So what has to happen, got to get it seam sealed. That's going to take at least an hour to dry, and then from there we need to tape and plastic off everything. We got a bunch of cardboard here from our new neighbor down the street. He's a hot rod guy, does race cars. Pretty cool dude. He gave us a bunch of cardboard he had left over from a lanai that he just had built. So we'll have that to put down to try to protect the ground and stuff, because when you spray this, I mean, it goes wherever it wants to go. But it's controllable, but at the same time it's a little messy, so we got to make sure we're taped off, prepped, all the things. So stay tuned, we're gonna get on that. We'll be back here in a minute, boys. Hey guys, welcome back. So we are over here taping and papering off the truck, getting ready to do the bed liner. I think we're looking pretty good so far. Our whole thing is just trying not to get that crap all over the paint. Got a little more to do here on this fender, probably run another bit here. And then it's really just doctoring up the front. Getting our line where we want to cut this on the firewall here, which would be literally the insulation, right above the insulation here. And then I'll be holding it up. He'll be holding it up while I spray it, and then we'll be spraying here probably the next hour or two. So, and everything's seam sealed under here. I'll show you that. Everything's seam sealed. It's drying, which is good, and it's also like 95 degrees with high humidity and sunny, so it's drying for sure. This might as well be in a damn oven, but we're getting her done, boys. Should have the cab bed lined here in a little bit, and we'll be back to you. I'll bring all that to you. I'll film all that best I can under here, and without destroying the camera, and you guys can see how we do that, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned, we'll be back in a minute. That's good. That's good. Wind's not too bad. I'll do it for you. Can I do it? Yeah. Where do you want me to start? Like this area here? Yeah, just give it to you. Hold on. Get that spot there. There's a lot of spots. That's good. Like that? Mm-hmm. Okay. You good with that? Good with that. You come over here. You got it. Don't touch that. I already got that. Okay. If you can come hold this up like that. That's how I can. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah. Get over here. You just gotta watch them. They'll dump oil over you. It looks good there. It looks pretty good right there. Now you gotta crawl under there and do what you can. Get it mixed up enough with that. Hey guys, okay, so you saw me bed lining. I had to back the camera out a little bit because it was starting to, it's got a lot of overspray when you do this, and I just didn't want to kill the camera. So, show you where we're at here. This is what you guys watching me do. You can see where we cut it, right there. Ron lifted that insulation up and I got up behind it. So we're looking really good here. Let me get in here a little better. Try not to touch it. This is what we've got, boys. This is gonna last us a very, very, very long time. It looks like the underneath of my Volkswagen thing, which honestly is a hell of a compliment because it's sharp. So that is that. Let me get out of here and show you the back real quick. It turned out pretty good too. Trying to back out of here and not hit this with my back and, you know, end up a cripple. All right, here's the back. You guys can see we got all up in there, around. It ain't never gonna rust. It's got way more protection than it ever has had on it right now. And figure there's 2 coats of U-Pole epoxy primer underneath this. Heavy build. And it was taken down to bare metal. It was metal conditioned with Eastwood fast etch, and then cleaned with the Eastwood prep, and then primed, and then this. So, and seam sealed. So scuffed up and then seam sealed. I mean, it's pretty good for the floor of a truck. It's pretty damn good. So, anywho's, that's where we're at, boys. I'm gonna leave you with that. We're gonna untape this thing here in a minute. We're having a beer. You can see Big Ron over here relaxing, and we're gonna untape and clean up. It's a little after 4, and we'll be back out here tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll I guess we'll start doing the bed. That's the next thing. This is done. The cab's done.
We still got 2 of the...
2 plus the one in the other box, right?
No, we got 1 here and 1 here.
So we got 2. So we still got 2. So just so you guys understand, it took basically 3 of these, okay? These are your bed liner. Comes in a tube. You saw the gun I was shooting with. I don't know where that went. But it also has a hardener that goes in. And it's actually over here. Let me show you.
It's very simple. You 4 8-ounce.
That's the gun. This screws into that. That screws into that. And you go. You mix 8 ounces of this with this, and off you go. It comes with a mixing cup here.
About 40 to 50 pounds.
About 40 to 50 pounds of pressure, and you start spraying. And that's the game. And then make sure you clean your gun. Lacquer thinner's your friend. And
You don't have to be a painter.
yeah, you don't have to be a painter to do this. You just saw me do it. So I'm not a painter. I'm getting there, but I ain't there yet. So that's what we got here. Now over here, the next adventure is to get this bed higher. Okay, we got to get it elevated up. We got to get these sawhorses moved around into the corners, or in a way where we can get under this, right? Because right now there's no way we're getting under there to do anything like we need to do. So it could be one of those deals where we take it and move it over and then stand it up. That could happen. We just stand it up. That is a very, very large possibility. So we'll bring all that to you when we figure that out tomorrow, and then we'll start prepping this. So basically, so you guys are aware, the inside of the bed here will be bed lined just like the cab we just did. This will be bed lined all the way across and down, and then the whole bottom will be bed lined with the Raptor. I'll probably have to go get another kit. Honestly, maybe 2 before it's all said and done, but we use that stuff on everything. So I still got to bed line some stuff on the inner fenders of the Chrysler there, and the wheel wells and that kind of stuff. That's what we really use it on most of the time. So, but yeah, we'll get this all cleaned up and prepped this week, and hopefully in the next week or 2 we're shooting all of this and getting that done. and then the bed will be ready to go. And then we're really getting down to just engine parts and getting the engine into the frame, tranny mounted, torque converter on, all the things, get all of this built, and then we can take this, slide it under this, drop that straight down onto here. We got the new body mounts and everything, came with the frame, and we're cooking with hot grease, and then we're a truck again. And then all we're waiting on is, you know, fuel injectors, turbo, intake manifold, that kind of stuff, which we can easily do right here under the hood of the car. So that's where we're at, boys. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying this. Apologize for not having videos for you the last couple days. I promise you I've been busy. Putting down one of those vinyl plank floors in my brother-in-law's house. And yeah, it's like almost a 1,700 square foot house. So, but I'll tell you what, my wife is just amazing at doing these floors. I literally just was her gopher. Whatever she needed, and we just rocked it out. She's really good. She did our house in Zephyr Hills and her ex-husband's house and everything else, and she's just really good at it. So, honey, I love you. You're amazing. And guys, we're gonna have a beer. So hope you have a great night. We'll see you in the morning. We'll be right back at it, guys.